I think a united Africa is possible, but it has to come from the people.
Not from the leaders.
The leaders are not ready.
Why?
And I believe they will never be ready until we as a people are ready. You know, we as people, we have to be ready. We have to, we have to be ready as people. And what we need to do is to really ask from our leaders for the education that will take us to that level. Because, you know, when you talk about the African agenda at the African Union, what they're telling you, 2063 agenda. So the Africa we want will be ready in 2063. No, I'm not for that. The Africa we want is Africa of now, is today. You make the switch today. You don't wait to be anything to be united. You know, we can be doing that today. We just need leadership. I mean, let's say, maybe we cannot say that everybody will be united at one instant, because the whole world, the whole rest of the world are fighting for our division. You understand what I'm saying? But at least, if you take, for example, Egypt, as a leader in the East, you take Senegal or Nigeria in the leader of the West, or in the West of Africa. You take Algeria, Morocco, up the North, and you take South Africa on the South. You take a country like Congo, Rwanda in the Central. We need to try to really rebuilding those centers. I mean, leadership can be built from there. But I'm saying, I'm calling from the masses to have to be demanding. You know, as I said back in the days, that when in America we were supporting Obama to be elected and everything, and Obama were always saying that you help me be elected, but ask me if I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. We as a people, I think it takes really courage from the masses to come together first. I will take from Egypt really leadership. What I've seen they accomplish big things in Egypt, that could really take the lead. And knowing that taking the lead is not an easy thing, but where the rest of the world wants us to fail, we have to have leadership to know it's about time for us to be together. I look, for example, I'm gonna just get back to what we needed to talk about the water resources and everything. I've seen the initiatives of Egypt about the Nile, how they really, how the Nile is really the blood of Egypt, but that Nile have helped Egyptians all to be together.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? At least they two together for what? For survival. You understand?
Yes.
And that's where all Africans have to know. Either we are united to live together and to be better off, or divided, we'll fail. You understand what I'm saying? Let me just give you two examples right now. You have Egypt right here up north. You have Ethiopia a little bit in the south. And I know they have issues. And the issue is water.
Right.
All right? But that issue should not be. Because they are one people. And Egypt have to show the lead to know that they are one people with Ethiopia. Why? Because both of them have big cultural history. Both of them have big civilization. Both of them have great history in all fact. Let's say only peace can happen in these two countries. Because if it happen, let's say for example that we go to war between these two countries. It's a failure for all African leaders. It won't work because it will be a war of civilization. two big civilizations fighting from the same continent. There will be a war of two religions, Christian and Muslim fighting. There will be a war of cultural civilization, historical dimension. Before we get there, why can't we sit down on the table and say water is a source of life, is a source of peace, is a source of love. Let's see how we can manage it now together. Let's see, what do you want? Electricity? I will do my best to get it to you. What do you need? Water? I'll make sure we share it. And we know that we are one. Once that we understanding we are no one. It's just like what's happening in the Middle East. It's like absolute unknown human. We are one human kind. A human is a human. Until we understand that we won't push the agenda forward. That's what I'm saying, that Egypt can take the lead, because it has the infrastructure, it has the organization, it has the army, it has the expertise. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Nigeria is the first economy in Africa in terms of numbers, but it's not really organized. It's part of my West African country. It's not well organized. Egypt can take the lead to help Nigeria update itself. But you know, people make leadership. You always have the leadership that you really, that's the people that give leadership. I'm saying, you know, once the people are transformed, leadership will be transformed too. You understand what I'm saying? Whatever you want as a people, that's what you're getting. But I'm saying that until we as Africans come together, educate ourselves, knowing that our survival is in unity, as a people, it's not going to happen. We are the one to be transformed first ourselves, knowing that we need technical expertise, knowing that we know we are in a time of knowledge. Knowledge is the key of all things. Make sure we educate ourselves to the level that we need, and really commit ourselves to the reason why I'm in politics is nothing else but that. Because I don't want to leave a world. I'm not looking for money anymore in my life. What I'm looking for is legacy. What will I leave to my countrymen? What would I leave to my continent? I want my main objective before I leave this world is to really build a school of technology, one Africa school of technology, because I know that technology at this time is the key for much of things that we want to do in the future. And I want to make sure the idea of one Africa, that now is good to talk about one Africa. When we started it, people be telling me, man, why do you create one Africa? What is that? You know, because people won't get to this and that and that. But now everybody is talking about one Africa. Right. Because it's time. Everybody know it's about time for us to be really marketing that word first. Every single one of us should be wearing a shirt that say one Africa. We need to tell to our leaders, we need to be united. Nkrumah said that in 1960, nobody believed it. And they were saying, no, we have to progress, we will mature. It's now, we are mature now. It's time. Leaders, it's time now. It's not tomorrow.